Morby method. I'm going to teach all you wholesalers how to negotiate a Morby method deal so you can start to make not $10,000 or $20,000 assignment fees. That's not enough money. In today's world with inflation, you need to be making $100,000 plus assignment fees. And that is possible with Morby method because seller financing is actually how you make a lot more money than subject to when you're wholesaling. The best deals are seller financing. And seller financing's big brother is Morby method. So let me explain to you how you can negotiate a Morby method deal without even understanding Morby method. You don't even really need to understand Morby method entirely to be able to wholesale it. Let me show you. So what is Morby method? It's a combination of seller financing plus a DSCR loan. You're probably already confused, but that's okay. It's not that important. Remember what I told you. What you actually need to know is that it is when you are doing a seller financing deal, right? You're doing a seller financing deal, but there is a problem. What is that problem? What could this problem be? I'm sure you've come across this issue. The problem is that the seller wants too much money, not for the purchase price, for the down payment. The seller wants, I don't know, 30% down, 50% down, maybe even 70% down. That's insane. When you're doing seller financing, you can't do that. So that is when you think Morby method. Morby method is a term coined by Pace Morby himself to solve the problem when you have a seller finance deal that requires too much cash down. And it is a very, very risky strategy. It's very high level. Me personally, I've been an investor for 10 years now in real estate. I wouldn't touch it, but I would wholesale it. And I'm going to show you how you can do that. Okay, let's say that we have a $1 million property. Again, when you're doing Morby method, you're usually doing commercial properties. Think multifamily, think RV parks, think giant buildings, not really houses too much. You can do portfolios. It's really good with portfolios, and you can do houses, but we're trying to get bigger deals here. So maybe you buy a portfolio of 17 homes, or you buy an RV park, whatever. That is where Morby method works best. And it usually works best for fixer-uppers, just so you know, usually best for fixer-uppers, but we'll make a lot more videos on Morby method. Let's say it's $1 million plus property, so $1 million. And the seller wants $500,000 down. I know you've come across this situation where the seller's like, yeah, I'll carry in seller finance, but I need a half down. I need 50% down. Seller financing, you can't do that, but Morby method, you can. So we know he wants that. And then now, obviously, the seller financing is going to be for 500,000, right? It's the other half. So what have we already figured out? There's 5 numbers. There's 5 numbers in creative finance that you have to find on every deal, right? There's 5 numbers always. Guys, you should know this. What are the 5 numbers? You have the purchase price, you have the down payment, you have the interest rate, you have the loan length, and you also have balloon. Is there a balloon, right? Those are the 5 things, and we're going to find those 5 things. But we're also, we're also going to find a secret 6th thing that you can use in your Morby method deals, and I'm going to teach you that at the end of this video. You're going to love it. It's so cool. And by the way, if you already appreciate this video, if you're already appreciating everything you're watching, please subscribe. I just reached 1,000 subscribers. I love you guys all so much. It would mean the world to me if you subscribed. Okay, that's my pitch. Back to the video. I hope that pitch was good. So here it is. Now we've already gotten 2 of the 5 numbers, but soon you're going to get that secret 6th one. That one's pretty sick. We got the purchase price. We already know it. And the guy wants $500,000 down. So now we need to negotiate the other 3. We need to negotiate the interest rate, the loan length, and the balloon. So how do we negotiate those in a Morby method deal? Let me make it very, very simple to you. Cheap. You got to get really good terms because we are usually going up on the price a little bit, whatever. But where we're really being generous is that down payment. You're being really generous with the cash. We can come up to your down payment amount. We're very well capitalized. That's not a problem. But if we're going to give you that much down payment, we need you to work with us on the terms. We're going to need an interest rate that makes sense. We're going to need a long loan length. And I'm sorry, no balloon. And that's it. That's how you negotiate a Morby method deal. So let's quickly walk through that. And I'm going to show you what you do next. Let's say you get someone interested. Well, what the heck do you do? Morby method's so confusing. What do you do? So We already know that we're the purchase price. We already know we're giving a big down payment. So we need to get that low interest. Whoa, wrong color. We need to get that low interest rate. What is a low interest rate? Well, that's really subjective. Just try to get the person giving you some numbers. Try to get them to give you the numbers. They're the bank, right? Like Pace Morby always says, get them to give you the first numbers and then counter. But in my opinion, a low interest rate is usually under 3%. But it really depends. You may get a 5% interest rate and it may still be good. But we don't want to be doing no 7, 8, 9, 10% interest rates. We're going up on the down payment. So try to get an idea of what they need for the interest rate. If you don't have that one locked up, it's okay. I can help you there. But just get a low interest rate. Now we need a long loan length. Long loan length. Okay. A lot of these guys are going to want to do, 10 years, 5 years. No. We really are shooting for that 30 years, right? We really want a 30-year loan. 20 years, fine. But we really want that long loan length. Okay. Try to get that. And then they're going to want a balloon a lot of times. Balloon means that all the money is due, the entire loan is due at a certain point. Try to do no balloon if possible. But if they want a balloon, make sure it's no shorter than 10 years. I don't want to do shorter than 10-year balloon, but try to make it no balloon. And those are really the three things you're negotiating. So let's say you find a property, the guy wants a big down payment, you're talking to the realtor, they want a big down payment, you're okay with the price, and they're like, yeah, sure, we'll carry the property with seller financing. We're happy to work with you on the interest rate. Long term, sure, we can maybe do 30 years and no balloon. What do you do now? You missed something. You missed the most important thing. When you're doing a Morby method deal, they have to seller finance in second position. There is not ever going to be a first position seller financing. What the heck does that mean? Well, I don't want to go into too much detail, but just know that you, in your offer or when you're talking to them, you're like, by the way, these are our terms. Are you okay carrying in second position? Are you okay seller financing in second position? The DSCR loan is going to be in first position. Your seller financing is going to be in second position. So you just have to know that. But now you get somebody's interested. He's okay seller financing in second position. He wants his big down payment. He's okay with the low rate. He is okay with the long loan length. He doesn't really need a balloon. What do you do now? You have a fish on the line. What do you do now? You reach out to somebody. Phone a bro. Phone a bro. Well, I don't even know what I'm writing. Call someone. You have a fish on the line. Okay? Now, this is a really complicated transaction. You're going to need somebody to help you negotiate those final numbers, lock it up, and find you an end buyer. So someone like me can help you with that, or a really experienced wholesaler. I'm sure you guys know a lot of them. There are people in probably Pace Morby's community or whoever. Or if you just want, reach out to me. I'll help you with your Morby method deal. I'd love to. Just hit me up. Or what you can do, this is a little bit more of a high level strategy. So if you don't want to JV with someone, you don't want to work with someone like me or someone in the community, even though I really do recommend that, you could also just get the terms to the point where it makes sense and then try to reach out to end buyers, but make sure they don't go around you, right? So maybe sign like a non-circumvention agreement with them, non-circumvention, things like that, right? Make sure you're protected. I want you to lose your deal. And then you reach out to them, be like, hey, I got this property. Here's the address. Um, and here's the terms that I've negotiated. I've negotiated these terms. I don't have anything locked up, right? Is this something you'd be interested in? If you want, you could help me lock this deal up, and then you can just throw me a fee for finding you this deal, or however you want to structure it. That is another option you have. But all of these options only come if you make those calls and you find the properties. Don't worry so much about what you do when you have something negotiated. Just reach out to someone. They'll help you. They will help you. But you have $100,000 fish on the line. And how do you get that fish? It's so easy. So let's just simply summarize what you're going to do. You're going to go and start calling properties, mostly multifamily commercial type properties. And they could be on market. Go to LoopNet. Go check these properties out. Just look for properties that maybe need work, been on the market for a while, and just say, hey, is the seller open to seller financing? Try to get their terms. If they have really good terms and a low down payment, don't do Morby method if the down payment's low. But if they want a high down payment, you hear, yeah, I'll do it, but I need a big down payment, a high down payment. You think Morby, right? So you're like, fine, I'll pay full price, or I'll pay whatever. I'll pay your price. I'll pay list price, or I'll pay a good price. I'll pay a lot of money. and I'll do your down payment too. Your down payment, fine. That's not a problem. But can you work with me on the interest rate? So we got to get a low interest rate. Then we got to get a long loan length, no balloon, if possible, no balloon. And then remember, we need to seller finance in second position. So that's just a conversation you have with them. But there's one more thing. Remember, I told you I was going to give you a secret sixth thing? Something you can negotiate, which is so effective, is let's say the deal's pretty good. Let's say, I don't know, let's say you got an interest rate of 4.5% and you got 20 years here. Or and maybe the balloon is a 20-year balloon. And you're thinking the deal's not too bad, but it could be better. Something that's really popular in seller financing, but especially Morby method, is deferring payments. It's called defer payments. And you're like, hey, you know what? I think we have a deal here. I'm going to speak to my partners. I'm going to call Max. I'm going to hit these people up and we're going to close this deal. But, would you be open? Because I need time to get this property up into really good working condition, need to get rents up. It's going to take me probably 6 months. So for the first 6 months, I'm going to defer payments. 6 months deferral, maybe 12 months deferral, maybe 3 months deferral. That means you're not making payments for those months. That's something you can negotiate, and that's so effective in Morby method deals. You try to do defer payments for some times. Sellers are usually actually pretty chill with that. They're like, yeah, fine. I'm getting $500,000. Sure, defer payments for 6 months. What do I care? Defer payments for 12 months. What do I care? Try to negotiate that. So I hope this was helpful. I mean, really, this was a video for you wholesalers. Go start calling. You get a property, they want a big down payment. Just use this video. Get somebody interested. Call a bro. Call somebody. Lock this up. Make $100,000. I mean, that'd be sick, right? All right. Anyways, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.